Coming up, Divisional Round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Tennessee Titans.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A former volunteer back in Tennessee, it's Alvin Kamara. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. And really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team is capable of.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument the quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Nix to the air. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Kamara is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Again, Kamara. And this time he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. looking to put a drive together.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's go.
Second down, Pollard again. And he'll rumble for about 5, close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
60 Vikings, 70 Lions, Mustang 19, Buffalo 18, Panther Street, Warriors 70.
Ward. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. This is taken at the 18. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal. Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw, here's Nix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Winston. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check. 79 Broncos. Panther 11. Ready, right?
Now Ward. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
1st down.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
And It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second down and 6 now.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 line, Cup 19, Cup 19, Buffalo 18.
Throwing is Ward.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Ready?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
70 Lions. Let's go.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard from 17 yards out.
And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now it's Nix. Into the hands of London.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Nix. In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing Nix.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Nick's going to keep this himself. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
10 more yards. That's good for a Broncos first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him.
Jeffrey Simmons able to drop it for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Operating from the gun, Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
In motion, the tight end. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
Motion.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Denver. Drake London from 4 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know one big play there gets them right back up to that level.
First down.
Out of the gun, Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Warrior 70. 19 Lion. 70 Ranger.
To throw, here's Ward. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Let's go. 70 Street. Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. 8 Buffalo 18. Ready.
To throw is Ward. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's Jordan Stout now. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And now will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23.
Looking to throw. Nix. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Denver.
Ready. My name is Hudson. Motion.
Nix looking to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
During the week, the special teams coach puts together a game plan that he presents to the head coach. And in every game plan, there's one big play that he points to the head coach and says, listen, when we need it, we can go to it. I think they did exactly that on that one.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it second down. Throw here taken in by Wiley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Here's Ward. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Okay, ready? Ready?
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now
the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Viking 18. Go.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing now, Ward. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. So he stopped for no gain. And it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Come on, come on. Set.
Here's a quick throw right side. And it's a Titans touchdown. Josh Wiley, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have cut it back within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
14. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw here is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Ready?
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Second and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Ready?
Pollard gets it off the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
3rd and 12.
Mustang 19. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
Operating from the gun. Moore. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Ready, set. Set. Ready.
Pass to the tight end, Wiley. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Josh Wiley with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Titans have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Broncos 17.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Operating from the gun. Nix. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
And the Broncos first down.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. To throw is Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get inside the 40 to the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Nix to the air. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On play action, here's Nix. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Drake London with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, fourth quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Bronco 80. 70 Lions. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Ward. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Option play, here's Pollard. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougars.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now Ward. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Titans are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Manor, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To throw, here's Nix. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6 coming up. They'll look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Run flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Here's first down. Kamara up the middle.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Brings up second and 4.
Final 60 seconds as they face a second down. They run it again with Kamara. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go, first and goal.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Extra point splits the uprights. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The quick feed by Jackson. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 26-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, Dragon 60, Hawk 70, Hawk 19 Lion. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
He's back to throw. Complete. Pollard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
24 yards.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Come on. Mustang 19, 79 Broncos, 7 Pirates, 18 Pioneer. Rig alert. Trap 60, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to